Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review for Across the Wall by Garth Nix. So I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars, and here's why. So when I first got this book, I didn't realise it was going to be like a collection of short stories. That seems to be my thing for the month of, what is the month? July. I read so many short stories I didn't even mean to. But yeah, I thought, you know, with the name Across the Wall, I thought it was going to be a story of the Old Kingdom world. I mean, I was surprised, but I guess it was kind of pleasant because what I got was so worth it. Really, really good. So I was excited to see that Nicholas Sayer and the creature in the case was in this, because I had only recently heard of that novella and I really wanted to read it, so I'm glad I didn't have to go out and buy just the novella on its own, and that it was in this along with some other short stories. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed that story. I think that it gave us some great character development and we got to see more of the Ancellestere world. I always say that word wrong. I never look at the words properly and I kind of just make it up. But we get to see more of that modern day world and kind of how Nick is after the events of Apolsum. However, with what I was reading about Nick and this like short story, I thought it was definitely going to be more about him and Laurel, and we didn't get that so much. It was more at the end, so that was a little bit disappointing, and it was literally nothing, so I'm still left wondering what happens with it, what's going on, you know. So I would have loved to see more of Nick and Laurel, but what I got I was definitely happy with. The plot of it was awesome and it was just so much more than I was expecting. So the rest of the stories in this collection are very diverse in genre. You get to see more of how Nick writes and how he can adapt his writing skill for different genres, but I love that no matter what kind of theme it is, he does try to implicate just a little bit of fantasy or a little bit of sci-fi within it, and that just keeps me fixed pretty much. Just to name a few examples of the tales that I've really, really enjoyed, one was The Lady of the Lake. His retelling was so chilly. I love that before he puts the story, he has like a little introduction to the basis of the story, how it came to be and stuff, and I love that in this introduction to The Lady of the Lake, he said how he usually stays of Arthurian retellings because they're always so same, you know, but he definitely did a twist on this. It was so different. I remember reading Lady of the Lake in one of my classes, I think probably I was in year 9 or something, and this is just, it takes such a different twist. It was awesome, I really enjoyed that. I mean, for someone who doesn't like Arthurian retellings, like, he really produced a good one. I also really liked Charlie Rabbit. I think that was the second short story, or I guess the third if you're including Nick Sayer. That one was beautifully done. It's about like war children and how it affects them and their innocent minds towards all of it, and a tale of like brotherhood. It was gorgeous. For such a short story, a lot was really carried out. And I'm gonna have to say Down to the Scum Quarter was a really good one as well, because it introduced me to a whole new genre, which is like choose your own adventure kind of story. So you sort of, if you was to play it properly, you'd play it with the dice and you'd roll it and you choose which one to go to, and it was really great. I'm gonna have to find some books based on that, but his one was more of a parody of that genre, so that was great as well. A really good introduction for me into that genre. I have to say, I am glad that I didn't read this when I was much younger and I first discovered Garth Nix as an author, just because there are more graphic, dark tales in this that I wouldn't say is aimed at younger readers. Some of the stories, because it's such a multitude of genres and he's written it for different things, so it's aimed at different like ages and stuff, some of them do fall on the darker, more gory side. For example, I think Hope Chest is a good one, because I won't say anything like to spoil it or anything, but it does fall quite darkly when you least expect it, and it's quite sad as well, so I don't think I would have liked that as a youngster. Overall, I really can't see how anybody would dislike this. It just shows the diversity of Garth Nix as an author, what he can do, what he can achieve, even if it's out of his comfort zone, so to speak. The chapter illustrations in this are absolutely gorgeous, like they're really well illustrated. Let me just find one. This is one. They're all quite pleasing to the eye. Although I really enjoyed it, I will quickly say that if some of these short stories were longer, I probably wouldn't have had as much interest in them as I had with them being shorter, just because not all of them were exactly what I was interested in. Like, for example, From the Lighthouse, I didn't really have too much interest, but because it's Garth Nix and because it was a short story, you know, it managed to hold me just long enough before my patience went thin. But other than that, really, really good book. If you're a fan of Garth Nix and you want to kind of see more about what he does and other things that he's written for and stuff like that, definitely give this a go. This is Across the Wall by Garth Nix. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall speak to you next time. Bye!